right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. Dave Cackley's got his little Benny Hill salute going on over there. He's...
No, that's me reporting for duty.
Oh, is that
sir.
what it is? Oh. See, I could do the little Benny Hill salute thing to you. I go like the guy used to do. Remember?
I never liked Benny Hill.
No?
No, my dad was a huge Benny Hill fan. I didn't get it.
No.
All right.
I liked Benny Hill, but as I got older, I have completely failed to find anything funny in British humor.
Yeah.
When I was 10, it was great. But British humor and other than Ricky Gervais, I get him, but other than that, I don't get it.
Ricky Gervais is okay. I always liked, God, why am I blanking on it? The biggest British comedy trio of all time. Did all the movies.
Monty
How am I
Python?
blanking on Monty Python.
Oh,
Loved Monty Python.
I don't get it. I do not
Brian,
understand Monty Python.
Meaning of Life.
Nope.
That was good stuff.
Don't get it.
That was funny stuff.
I don't get it. I was pissed
You're
yesterday,
not as highbrow
man.
as some of us, see?
Huh?
This is highbrow.
Oh,
this is
that
me.
was...
This is you.
I'm highbrow.
This is me. This is you. This is me. See, you gotta work your way up to my intellectual level on the humor scale.
Right.
It's okay.
I'm busy working on paying my rent. Okay, I'll work on the intellectual level later on.
Okay. Crawl before you walk.
I'm glad today's a new day. I was pissed off yesterday, man.
All right. Well, okay. Why? What's going on?
Well, they had this big vote in Lansing yesterday, and it all surrounded around this thing called Prevailing Wage. Are you familiar with what this is?
I've heard the term. I'm not 100% sure what it means.
Well, a prevailing wage is a price set by, it's a union. It's a price set by the union, and it's what a job should pay if everything is properly done. All right.
Okay.
If you're let's say you're building a school, it's a government job you're doing, and you've got the training, you've got the skills, you've got the safety measures, you've got everything in place to do this job to the 100% best you can do. Let's say you're a carpenter.
Okay.
And let's say that pay rate is, and I don't even know, but let's say that pay rate is $28 an hour.
And that's for a government job, correct?
For a government job, right. Roads, government buildings, schools, all that other kind of stuff.
Okay.
Well, let's say that pay rate's $28 an hour. Mm-hmm. That is basically how they set the standard for what any job like that should pay.
Okay.
All right. Now, not every job pays that much, but that's
some more,
like,
some less. Yeah.
That's like the top out.
Okay.
Where you top out at what you're going to make in a trade is the prevailing wage, and it's calculated. It's not willy nilly. It's not like they're strong arming anybody or anything like that. Mm-hmm. It's what that job should pay. Well, the legislature yesterday decided that they didn't need that law anymore. So these jobs that were going to pay that amount, and it set the price for those kind of jobs and the other jobs that are underneath it that might not be those government contract jobs, they took that away. So now they don't have to pay that kind of money anymore for those kind of jobs. But if you look at the way it's going to erode what everybody else underneath them makes, union or non-union, we got a problem on our hands.
Yeah,
it clears the way. It clears the way for these jobs, these highly trained, highly skilled people that should be making a pretty good buck for what they do. Crane operators, front end load. I mean, guys that do big stuff, right? And should be paid properly. Well, it clears the way for them to get down to $12 an hour too, like everybody else.
Oh, I see where that could become a major issue as far as if you want. Yeah, if you want to work a government job, but my question is, well, what's preventing you from leaving that, going into the private sector, and making more money?
It doesn't. But if you're in a union, that's what it's all about. That's you're working with your union brotherhood, and you can, not everything's a government job. Not every job you bid is a government job. But let's say you're a fisherman.
Okay.
And you come in with your catch, and they set the price of the day. Right? That's what you expect to be paid for your catch. Mm-hmm. Right?
Right.
Same type thing with these jobs. If you're a crane operator, you should get paid this much money. And if it's not a government job, maybe a little bit less. Okay, because it's not a government job. But nonetheless, it should be a pretty decent wage for what you do. And now with that with that assurance that there's that much money there for this kind of job and a government type thing.
Yeah.
The lower paying jobs that aren't that prevailing wage job are going to go right through the floor.
Oh, there's no question, and that's obviously going to hurt people who are working for the government.
No,
but
no,
I'm wondering,
it's not like that. The government bids out the contractors.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say you and I own a construction company, and we place a bid to the government, and we want to build a school. Inside that contract, it would have to say that we're going to pay prevailing wage at whatever the rate is for operators or carpenters or millwrights or whatever.
Okay. So now we don't have to pay our workers that.
Yeah.
Hey, that's more money for you and me.
Hey, great. Yeah, that really adds to the economy, doesn't it?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's because that's what we need.
I was looking at that from a business owner perspective.
Of
like,
course
okay,
you
I don't
were.
have to pay these guys that much. But at the end of the day, though, and I totally get what you're saying, but I'm wondering, this is obviously a cost cutting move. By they're like, hey, we want to cut costs here, so this is one way to do it. I don't, like I said, it's probably not good if you're working, because one of the reasons you get a government job is to get those wages.
No, you're not hired by the government, you're contracted.
Right, that's what I mean.
It's a contract to do a job through the government. All right, well, so let's bring it down to your level. Let's say you're doing countertops and you're making $15 an hour.
Okay.
All right? Well, that's the prevailing wage, but now they don't have to pay that prevailing wage.
Right.
So when you get to work tomorrow, well, we've had some budget cuts and we can only pay you $10 an hour. Are you just going to go, okay?
I'd be upset by that, obviously.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's
why people should be upset.
And I've said this, I think that's one of the reasons people need to look at entrepreneurship. I know not everybody can do it, but when you're at the mercy of somebody else, this is something my dad taught me a long time ago. He said he quit the post office to start a countertop family business 47 years ago. And his reasoning was he didn't want anybody else to be in control of how much money he made or of whether or not he would be employed.
Not everybody can do that, and not
everybody can, and most businesses fail. Ours hasn't. But at the same time, it's one of those. You need, I think, as American workers in general. I mean, it's sad. I agree with you. I don't like that. I don't like that happening. But you can't stop it from happening. So you, as a worker, have to adjust to it. And that might mean hustling and taking on another job. And this is if we don't get what you and I have discussed before, or what I brought up before, and then that's universal basic income. That's good. There's going to come a time when that's going to happen. It probably will.
No.
When more of these jobs go away, especially in the transportation sector. I know that's different, but it's something when these driverless cars wipe out all of the delivery jobs, which is going to happen in the next couple of decades. I don't know what else we do.
It's a slap in the face to workers. It's a slap in the face to people that have put in the hours and time and energy to get these jobs, and it's another slash at the throat of the worker. It
sucks.
It sucks.
It really sucks.
Thank you, legislature. Thanks for looking out for thanks for looking out for the rich. Really great.
I don't like that though. I don't like that. I don't like
this was lobbied by people that don't want to pay their workers what they're worth.
Right. They want.
So you don't have to like it, but it's the truth.
No, I absolutely don't like it, and I understand it's the truth. I also understand,
Can you imagine? Is your mom still the business owner?
Yeah, she runs everything. She's 82 years old.
Can
and
you
runs
imagine
everything.
your mom being in a lobby going, you know what? I'm sick of paying Dave $15 an hour. I got to get this lowered down. He's screwing me.
I would
Dave's
need a
countertop place. Blah, 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 blah. I can't pay him that. Blah, 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 blah.
You know what?
Then I'm going to kick him out of my house.
One of the reasons. Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
One of the reasons we've kept the business exclusively family owned. When I started, when I was a kid, I was getting paid in pop from Stop and Go.
Well, of course, it's family.
Kept it. There was, we kept it in the family, so we don't need to pay. And then one of the main reasons is you keep that, you keep your overhead low, you keep everything low, and then it's run by my sister and my mom, and then I help out, and you don't have to pay a bunch of people, and you don't have to pay X amount, and that way everything go,
I get it, but
we get helped out in other ways.
That's not
why
the case in the real working
ours is
world.
a different situation because it's
Right.
a family business,
Right.
and you get benefits in other ways. So,
Yeah. All right, move on to some
that's
news. I'm just going to continue to be pissed. You already ruined my day.
I
Thank you.
understand.
All right.
Well said. All right, an eruption at the Kilauea Summit in Hawaii hit with the force of a 5.4 magnitude earthquake on Wednesday. It erupted just after 4 p.m. local time. More than 10 earthquakes, registering 3.0, shook the island on Wednesday. At least 12,000 earthquakes have occurred on the Big Island in the past month.
You get the feeling this thing's just going to
12,000.
You get the feeling the whole island's just going to blow up one of these days.
Man,
kaboom.
for everybody's dream vacation, and we sent my mom there on her 70th and 80th birthday,
right,
to Hawaii. And that was her dream spot. That's a lot of people's dream vacation. And if that goes, and I would not, it's unnerving to think about, the people who live there and who are staying there are like, this is our home.
Yep.
Scary stuff. The International House of Pancakes, it's changing its name for some reason. IHOP will become IHOB with a B on June 11th. No one knows what the B is going to stand for. It's unclear what precipitated the name change. The chain has been around for 60 years and has used the IHOP acronym since 1973. Stocks are also on the rise, up 25% this past year. So this seems like, just a big social media campaign. People who that's their job. They're looking at, we're trying to generate some buzz around a business that's already doing well. It's like, I guess it's fine. I think it's stupid, but whatever. I didn't like the Beaner's name change to Big B. So that was for another reason that was dumb. So, anyway, we'll see. I just don't get it. I don't get it. All right. The changes in the Miss America competition will not impact this year's Miss Michigan pageant in Muskegon. Miss America, of course, will no longer feature the swimsuit or evening gown portion that has been a staple and basically been the main reason people have watched the show forever. However, there will be no changes to the competition at the Froenthal. That begins next Thursday, and good for them. Muskegon's smarter than America right now in this particular issue. Let's keep it as is. No reason to change anything.
That's right, because Dave needs to oogle.
I don't need to oogle or ogle. It's just, there's nothing wrong with
Dave,
appreciating.
I'm watching Miss America.
No. There's nothing wrong with See, why do you got to turn it into something dirty?
Because you're
There's nothing wrong with appreciating beauty. Absolutely nothing wrong with it.
Then appreciate it without a bathing suit on.
You can appreciate it more with the swimsuit and evening gown. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I think it's ridiculous and good for Muskegon.
Pig.
Yeah, I'm a pig because I like women. All right, yeah, that makes me a pig. That makes half of humanity pigs. All right, whatever. Sports: Tigers fall to Boston 7-1. It was Golden State over Cleveland at 110-102. Game 3 of the NBA Finals. They lead that 3-0. Stanley Cup tonight. Washington can finish off Vegas. They lead that series 3-1. That's sports.
Have yourself a great Thursday, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.